This is WENY News.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Kelly Meyer, and here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. Some big news this morning. Fracking will not be allowed in New York State. It's an issue that's divided opinions across the southern tier, and now after years of controversy, protesting, and countless studies, New York State has finally given an answer. Early next year, the Cuomo administration will move to prohibit fracking in the state, which has been under moratorium since 2008. Among the reasons, unresolved health issues and questionable economic benefits. While Wednesday's decision was a sign of relief for many, it was a letdown for many others. The Department of Environmental Conservation will put out a final environmental impact statement early next year and then issue an order prohibiting fracking. Another big decision, Tioga Downs was not selected as a location for a full-fledged casino in the region. Instead, the board making the recommendations selected Lago Resort and Casino in Seneca County. Lago Resort and Casino is said to feature more than 94,000 square feet with over 2,000 slot machines and 85 table games in the proposal. Lago beat out casinos in Johnson City and, of course, Tioga Downs and Nichols, which was already established and ready to expand if given the green light. Tioga Downs owner Jeff Garral was not available for comment. The recommendations still have to be submitted and reviewed by the New York State Gaming Commission before any licenses can be granted. And the case of 32-year-old Benjamin Kaya, accused of strangling his girlfriend on Thanksgiving Day, is headed to grand jury. Kaya appeared in the packed Cayuga Heights Village Court for his preliminary hearing back in early December. He's been accused of choking his 23-year-old Cornell University student Shannon Jones to death during a domestic dispute at his apartment. Police say Kaya admitted to the murder in a videotaped statement, and the case is scheduled to be presented to a Tompkins County grand jury today. And the suspect in the deadly Boston Marathon bombing is due back in court today for the first time in nearly a year and a half. Tassarayev is due in federal court as a judge holds a final hearing before his trial next month. He hasn't been seen in public since he was arraigned in July 2013, and he faces the possibility of the death penalty if convicted of the bombings, which killed 3 people and injured more than 260 others. And some who ran our local Wineglass Marathon had been there that day. Security will be tight in and around the federal courthouse in Boston for Thursday's final pretrial conference. Jury selection starts January 5th, and the 21-year-old has pleaded not guilty. And the two countries, once on the brink of war, are now preparing to open embassies. The plans by President Obama to move toward normalized relations with Cuba are sweeping. Obama is looking to expand economic ties with Cuba, open an embassy in Havana, and review that country's designation as a state sponsor of terrorism. The U.S. is also easing restrictions on travel to Cuba, but tourist travel will still be banned. Obama says the U.S. intends to create more opportunities for Americans and Cubans to work together. The developments follow more than a year of secret discussions between the U.S. and Cuban officials. The talks happened in Canada and the Vatican and included personal involvement by Pope Francis. All right, now let's check in with Craig Flint with your forecast. Hey, Craig.
Okay, Kelly, thanks a lot. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for clicking on the webcast with us. Here's your forecast details today. It's a cold day, feels like winter, with a couple of flurries, just some flakes flying around today. Blustery and cold northwest winds 10 to 18 miles per hour, so you factor the wind with the temperature, it's going to feel like the 20s today. Let's bring you up to date with future track. Again, just some flurries around, nothing major. And we're going to have clouds. We've been dealing with clouds the past several days. We'll have clouds tonight. We'll have clouds Friday. But the sun will return, thankfully, by the weekend. You can see that right there on future track. So let's fast forward and talk about Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because, of course, the big question is, are we going to have a white Christmas? Well, here's the thing. It's going to turn stormy here Christmas Eve, but initially we're looking at rain as we will be on the warm side of an area of low pressure with a southerly flow. It gets pretty windy and wet here coming up for Christmas Eve, with the snow displaced to the north and west of low pressure as it works its way up through the Appalachians. So yeah, I would plan on a wet Christmas Eve the way it looks right now. But then we get to Christmas Day, and guess what? The air turns colder, so we're talking the chance for some snow on the day Christmas. So yeah, it may start out a little soggy and damp here Christmas Eve, but by Christmas Day, it will turn cold enough as winds switch around to the north and west, and with that rather large storm, I mean, the storm that's going to develop is going to be pretty potent. So we'll likely be talking about wind and cold for Christmas with snow showers or periods of light snow. So it starts wet, but don't lose hope. Looks like it turns white here for the actual day on Christmas Day. Today, wintry feel, 35, down to 27 tonight. 32 on Friday, clouds rule. And, oh yeah, the sun, there it is, it's back here. Saturday and Sunday, that snowstorm, no storm. 37 Sunday, and yeah, the clouds do come back here early next week, and some rain showers. We were just going over that. Look at the numbers, 40, 44, and 47, so liquid, but by Christmas Day, should turn cold enough for a little snow. So just in the nick of time, I think we have a pretty good chance at a white Christmas, Kelly.
I love the sounds of that, Craig. Thanks so much. I know we're still a week out, but fingers
Yes.
crossed for a white Christmas. All right, thanks so much. And for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Kelly Meyer. Have a great day, everyone.